Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to NDTV. I'm Jim Lynch. I'm here with Mike Plunkett. Sorry we're getting to you a little bit late due to some technical difficulties. But we're here live from the kitchen. We've got the Indians of Brimfield joining us here today with the JV girls basketball team. Maya Wardle hitting her second shot, second of two, a three-pointer to give the Irish a 5-point lead. Mike, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Jim. Thanks. And just early on, seeing the Irish pressure has already become a factor here. Nice feed.
And a nice basket, number 30, Kiera Johnson for Brimfield.
I believe that pass was by number 21.
Nice feed to Sammy Lard, and good look at the hoop, just a little bit off. Another rebound by number 30, Kiera Johnson. Indians looking to attack early. Moving along the perimeter to Kylie Vaughn. And again, Irish with their pressure up. A good feed down under. A little too much on the shot by Jacqueline Fabry.
Vaughn did a nice job chasing down that offensive rebound. On the floor for Brimfield right now, we had number 2, Kylie Vaughn. Looks like number 5, Maddie Hessing. 21, Jacqueline Fabry. Number 30, Kiera Johnson.
Nice cross-court pass from Lard over to Wardle. Wardle assessing the situation. Nice feed underneath to number 34, Biz Daly. Just couldn't convert, but again, another steal from Wardle and a quick layup for 2. Notre Dame continues to pressure the ball as they bring it up.
Yeah, this man-to-man defense Notre Dame is pretty solid in it. When the dribbles picked up, they pressure the ball hard and deny the next pass. Again, looking to help on the penetration.
Great help underneath the basket from Biz Daly, forcing the turnover. Irish ball underneath.
And the 5th starter for Brimfield I missed was number 15, C.J. Troxel. And starting for the Irish, we had number 4, Maya Wardle. Number 10, Mary Breitbach. Number 21, Sammy Lard. 23, Elizabeth Hanley. Number 34, Elizabeth Biz Daly. Wardle, good penetration.
And quick 2 again for Maya Wardle. Full court pressure, man-to-man pressure from Notre Dame.
And again, the lack of numbers at the underclass level for the Irish is kind of a curse and a blessing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maya Wardle just a little too much intensity on the play, but I think that's exactly what her coach is looking for. Picks up her team's first foul.
Yeah, we don't go real deep, but we do have to bring a few of the varsity kids down who play primarily on the varsity level down too, so it really makes us a strong JV team. And Brimfield, obviously, year after year just has an outstanding girls basketball program, so this will be a fun night of basketball.
Again, Irish's intent and the Irish intensity high on the ball causes another foul. Number 21, Sammy Lard, her first, team's second. We have a triple bill here for you this evening. As we mentioned before, we have the Brimfield Indians here for 2. JV girls followed by the varsity girls, which will kick off at 5:30. And then we, like we did last Tuesday, we bring in the varsity boys from Washington to play the Notre Dame boys varsity team. So a long night of basketball ahead of us. We encourage you all to stick with us on the live stream. And if you are not yet a subscriber to the YouTube page, we encourage you to click that subscribe button. Continue to follow Notre Dame basketball throughout this shortened season. There's been great basketball throughout the season. There's incredible work going into the technology for this program, and we'd love to have you stick with us for the duration of the season.
It's a great opportunity to watch kids play on an otherwise season that we didn't know was going to exist, and even with limitations with the crowd, it's still there's seems like there's more opportunities to watch basketball right now than ever before. I've watched more games already just in this last week than I normally would.
Last week I was at a volleyball game. I was watching 3 or 4 volleyball games, but was able to enjoy Notre Dame's girls basketball games via the live stream.
That's
so
right.
It's great that this live stream is happening all across the area and able to enjoy everything happening.
Again, good pressure all around by the Irish. Just don't really give the offense a break.
Again, Wardle, quick hands on the ball, forcing Brimfield into more mistakes, but never lets Brimfield get into any sense of comfort in their offense.
Yeah, we said it before. Continue to say it. The idea here is you want to contest every dribble, every pass, every shot, and try to do it without fouling. Stay disciplined, and force the team into mistakes. You don't have to take the ball from them. Good teams aren't going to let you take the ball from them, but you can force them to do things they're not real comfortable doing.
The starters remain on the floor for the Irish. With almost 4 minutes left in the quarter. They lead 9-2. Number 21 for the Indians, Jacqueline Fabry travels, turning the ball over to the Irish again. Again, denying passing lanes, forcing the girls into travels. The Irish just continue to cause the Indians to turn the ball over.
Yeah, sometimes that, the person that travels is the one that everybody looks at, but when that person really doesn't have anybody to throw the ball to, it makes it a little tough for them, and that's just a tribute to the defense that Notre Dame is playing right now more than anything else.
We've got number 11, Ellie Bear, and number 13, Jillian Sander, checking in for Notre Dame. Nice inbound pass to number 21, Jacqueline Fabry. Beautiful fast break, turns into 2 for
really
Brimfield.
nice follow. Had a little contact and stayed with it. Showed good strength, good concentration. That's very nice play.
A good look from number 13, Jillian Sander, to the cutting 34, Biz Daly for 2.
Yeah, Daly did exactly what you're supposed to do. And you see somebody penetrating, you got to cut to an open spot. And Sander did an excellent job of keeping her composure. And Daly got to the right spot, and Sander found her for the layup.
Well, the cutter stopped her cut. The ball sailed past. Another forced turnover by Notre Dame.
You can see on that replay just a really nice play by Fabry to finish that on the fast break for Brimfield.
And again, Maya Wardle with nice defense. It's just Fabry,
that's exactly right.
Bigger, stronger, was able to finish. Nice pick from number 21, Jacqueline Fabry.
Good ball pressure again by Wardle.
And again, as you mentioned, a storied program out of Brimfield. Great history. They will not lie down in this game.
No.
They will continue to attack and attack. Similar to Notre Dame, they do not have a deep bench, but they will fight. Nice entry pass. Unfortunately, the shot didn't fall for 15, C.J. Troxel.
And again, Ellie Bear was oversized there, but just an excellent job of just walling up on the shooter. Did not try to block a shot, didn't leave her feet, and made it a little more difficult shot than what it could have been.
Stayed physical the whole time, but played smart defense the entire way.
Again, I just like the fact we got 2 underclass teams both playing man-to-man defense. I think you learn how to play that at an early age, and everything else comes together.
Nice move by Biz Daly under the hoop. Unfortunately, she got a little caught up. Called for double dribble. Brimfield ball underneath Irish hoop. And again, full court pressure from the Irish. Nice inbound pass again from number 2, Kylie Vaughn.
That was really a nice catch by Fabry, and beautiful finish.
Nice crossover at the top of the key. She attacked the hoop down the lane and finished with a nice 2.
And I see Coach Shamar Hill just called a 30, and I'm sure he's not real happy at the fact that you see on the replay that Fabry is able to just take the ball down the lane with no help, no challenge. So good aggressive move, but the Irish need to do a little better job moving their feet on defense.
And again, this Irish team is vocal. You will hear them talking almost the entire time they're on defense. Unfortunately, that was one situation where I think whether it's fatigue, early fatigue, they just and again, the masks do play a factor in this defense and being able to talk to each other. You do have to take it up an extra octave just to get people to hear.
That's right.
Each other on defense. But it's a necessity, certainly, in playing man-to-man defense. And when you do need help, you've got to make it known.
And it's hard. You got to, looking at Fabry. Fabry's a nice-looking player. Got a nice frame. She handles the ball well. She goes to the basket. That's not easy to stop. And Notre Dame's gonna have to get some help on her when she's got the ball.
Number 24, Sydney Wharton, is in for the Irish. Nice steal from number 15, CJ Troxel, for the Indians. Unfortunately, wasn't able to convert on the fast break and transition to a fastball. Possession goes to the Irish. Checking in for the Irish at this time is number 10, Mary Breitbach.
That was good hustle by Maya Wardle to get back and get a hand on the ball, then get on the floor for the loose ball and create that jump ball situation. So I'd like to see that. You don't hang your head after turnover. You come back and you got to play defense now.
Nice rebound for number 34, Biz Daly. Unfortunately, couldn't convert on the putback. Puts the Brimfield Indians back into transition. Great recovery by Notre Dame to stop the fast break. Again, a rebound from Maya Wardle. You know you're going to transition in a fast break immediately.
Yeah, it's nice to have your point guard grab a rebound and take it out right now.
Oh, beautiful move from Maya Wardle. Unfortunately, couldn't convert on the reverse.
She made the right play. Brimfield kids are on the attack on offense. They're putting a lot of pressure on this Notre Dame defense. And, again, another nice play by Wardle. Kept her ground, just walled up.
With 20 seconds left, Irish are scanning the floor. Beautiful look over to Mary Breitbach. And again, similar to where we were a week ago today, she banks in a three-pointer.
Just on the other side of the floor. She's testing the bank on both sides. Mary's a good shooter. Good shooters get breaks, too.
Again, I don't know if you can see it on the live stream, but the look on her face is almost comical, and how frustrated she is with herself for banking a three.
Yeah, when she let go of the ball, you could tell her shoulders kind of slumped a little bit, like, what did I just do? And then it found a way in.
She has a way to get in. After one quarter, we have the Irish 14 and Brimfield Indians 6.
Hey, everybody. The Army we want you to sign up for our YouTube. Wait a minute.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot call upon you enough or impress upon you enough our desire to have you subscribe to the YouTube page. And again, looking at our screen here, the incredible boost, the incredible sponsors that we have for this live stream. Without these sponsors, and I'll spare you from reading them all at this time, and encourage you to take a look at your screen and thank them right now for their incredible dedication to Notre Dame sports.
And I agree with that 100% with what the sponsors have done. And every time I look at that screen, we've got more added to it, which is really tremendous. But a point I will make is looking at that little plug. That was PND teacher Gary Callow making that plug, and I've seen Callow on a computer. And if Callow can subscribe, anybody can subscribe. So there's no excuses for anybody to not push that button. He figured it out. We can all figure it out. Even me, Mr. Callow.
That is a fantastic shout out to Mr. Callow, both loving and a little bit of a dig.
He's the best.
Again, high pressure defense from the Irish, forcing another turnover on the inbounds, and it'll be Irish ball coming back this way. Great work from this defense. Wardle with the ball up top. Nice screen by Daly. Ball swings out to Breitbach. She looking to feed inside. Instead, checks off the defenders and has a nice little jump shot for 2.
She follows that bank by making a shot just as clean as can be, just to show us all that, yeah, I can do it without having to bank it in. So she's shooting the ball well.
So wasn't sure what the call was going to go there, but he did call an offensive charge on that play, an offensive control call on Kylie Vaughn, her first. That would be, I believe, the team's second. Incredible defense from Wardle to draw that call. Beautiful dribble penetration, and just took a little drop step back from Wardle for a nice and easy jump shot for 2. Beautiful attack and move for number 22, Sienna Meyer, for her first bucket of the game.
That was an excellent move. It was not bad defense.
The patience the Irish are showing right now on offense is fantastic. Knowing when to attack, when to check off and shoot. And again, nice look for Wardle.
And when you've got good shooters, they've got to respect that, and the defense is going to come out a little bit, which is open things up for some driving lanes as well. That'll be a shot, I think, that Biz Daly is going to make consistently down the road. I think that's not a bad shot at all for her.
Right. Fouls on number 34, Biz Daly, her first. That would be the team's third. Number 21, Sammy Lard, checks back in for the Irish, giving number 13, Jillian Sander, a break. We have a slew of Indians checking in for Brimfield. Unfortunately, I apologize. I don't think I caught them all. I did see number 21, Jacqueline Fabry, check in. I think number 23, Taylor Wewell, checked in. And I believe number 5, Maddie Hessing, checked in for Brimfield.
And, you know, both these teams are similar, and they play good, solid man-to-man defense. They're patient on offense, and they go to the bench. There's not a whole lot of difference in talent level on the bench for both teams. It's just it's a nice matchup.
A fantastic offensive rebound for number 23, Elizabeth Hanley. Kicked it out to Mary Breitbach, number 10, for a beautiful 3.
You know, I have to catch the that should be an over and back. Yep.
And sure it was.
I have to catch the part of the JV game at Prairie Central on the NFHS network or one of those things, and Mary shot the ball very well again on both in the JV and varsity game on Saturday. So she's been shooting it well, and she forces nothing. But there's another one.
And again, another three ball for Mary Breitbach. Third of the game, second of this quarter, giving Notre Dame a 24-8 lead with, and again, another over and back call against Brimfield. Did not get her feet established on their side of the court.
It makes such a difference when you make shots. When you're making shots, I think that's a timeout Brimfield.
It is full timeout call by Brimfield.
Young coach Dura, the Kennedy Dura, who's coaching the JV team, is wanting to get her team under control a little bit. But when Notre Dame is able to score and able to set up some full court pressure, it really makes a big difference.
Absolutely. We are about 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Irish are on I believe, a 10-2 run right now to open this quarter off of some hot shooting from Mary Breitbach. She's got 3 threes in this game. She's got 8 points for this quarter. The girls are coming out strong, looking to send a message right away.
Yeah, they really are. They picked up their defensive intensity a little bit, forced a couple of mistakes, but then again, you always look better when you're making shots, and and that's certainly what we've done so far. And what kind of gets lost in here a little bit is early in the game, Maya Wardle was being a little more assertive on offense, taking the ball to the basket, making some shots, and they're focused on her a little bit. And now she's finding Mary open for a lot of open shots. So that's a pretty good combination. And Maya's a freshman, Mary's a sophomore. You'd like to see that for a few years.
Irish continue to move the ball around, spreading the floor out. Wardle with a beautiful floater down the lane, did not fall. Number 15, Troxel with the rebound. Strong feed in the lane to number 32. Check that. Number 22, Sienna Meyer, taking advantage of the mixed match in height with Mary Breitbach, was able to draw a foul.
Yeah, Mary got caught behind her on that time. You always want to stay between the basketball and your defender when you're off the ball.
Mary picks up her first foul, team's fourth, and Sienna Meyer hits the first of her 2 free throws. Second free throw is a miss for Meyer, and a strong rebound by Biz Daly.
Another excellent play by Wardle.
Nice pass underneath to Sammy Lard. Unfortunately, the layup did not convert. Strong rebound for number 3, Taylor Wewell. And Brimfield is back and setting up their offense.
Okay.
Sammy Lard fighting for that rebound and forces a jump ball and gets possession back to the Irish. And that gets us back into our media timeout here for the second quarter. And gives us and the girls a minute to catch our breath. Mike, as we look forward to tonight's varsity contest with Brimfield, they are similar to our varsity, a very talented team.
They are. They've got, I think, 2 girls who were in the top 10 as far as area girls to watch this year preseason. And again, that's hard to tell, and until you see them play. But last night, Haley Wallace, who's, by the way, going to Loyola to play softball, that's how good of an athlete she is, scored 30 last night against Princeville. And any team coached by John Gross, and that's Princeville, if you score 30, that's not easy to do. So that speaks volumes about how talented she is. I think Brimfield, again, legitimately would have been a team that would have had a real shot at not only making the state tournament, but possibly winning it this year at their level. And just, unfortunately, it's not going to happen with the pandemic, but I think they're out to show people that they've got a nice team, and they really do. I'm looking forward to seeing them play.
So Sammy Lard gets called for the travel. It appears that her foot just dragged a little bit, giving Brimfield back the ball.
And again, that's just a little inexperience on Sammy's part. She's you're going to make a few mistakes like that as you're growing, but it's not for lack of effort.
I think it's like you said. It's aggression. It's excitement. And again, it went right back the other way with Brimfield.
And Sammy came back and made a nice play on defense after that. And that's what you do. You can't reverse a mistake once you make it. Right. So now you just got to come back and look at the next play.
Nice look inside to Biz Daly. Unfortunately, a layup didn't convert, but beautiful offensive rebound from Sammy Lard, converting that for 2.
Sammy's just a very active athlete. You just watch her defensively on the floor. She's where she's supposed to be. She's looking. Her feet are constantly moving. And she is an offensive rebounder. Just there, she's in a position to make the steal on an errant pass.
And again, the patience that she had right there, I think she was looking to attack, but thought better of it and got the ball into the hand of the guard and set the offense up and went to work right into the lane. With just under 3 minutes to go, we have Notre Dame up 26-9 over Brimfield. And again, offense is showing patience, looking for the right shot. Good look.
It's a good look from
good look from Wordle down to Hanley. It was a very good looking shot.
That's a shot you'll live with Elizabeth Hanley. She'll make that shot.
We've got Brimfield checking in 2 right now. Number 4, Olivia Kappas, and number 30, Kiara Johnson, giving a couple Indians a breather.
Now we'll see what Notre Dame's got 4 freshmen on the floor right now. So with Wardle out of the game, we'll see how the ball handling, who takes that over. And that'd be Ellie Bear. And good opportunity for him to get some time in against a good defensive team in Brimfield.
Long shot is a miss for the Indians, and here they go. Here come the Irish on a strong move by Lard down the hoop. Went up strong, drew the foul, and she'll hit the line for 2 shots.
Chloe Carpenter made an excellent pass ahead on that play. And,
foul is on number 15, CJ Troxel.
And Sammy just showing her athleticism by catching that, gathering herself, and drawing the foul.
Second free throw is good for Sammy Lard.
Nice adjustment just on her free throws.
Again, with 2 minutes left in the quarter, Notre Dame has an 18-point lead and continuing their high-pressure defense. Nice feed into lane to number
30.
Number 30, yes. That's Kiara Johnson for a beautiful layup. And again, Brimfield will continue to attack and attack and attack regardless of the situation of the game. And that microphone interference there was the hustle of Sammy Lard coming over to the table here and trying to save the ball. Just our little bit of trying to get into the action here this afternoon.
That's right. The scream was Mr. Bear screaming that his equipment may get destroyed, but very nice look by Brimfield.
Nice feed into number 4, Olivia Kappas, with a beautiful finish. Couple nice transitions here for Brimfield and cutting the lead to 14 here late in the second quarter.
Just nice to see whoever Notre Dame has in the game, and this is a little bit different lineup than they've been playing most part. They're still running their offense the way they're supposed to be running it, not trying to do too much. Got to reset a little bit here.
Again, you can see the sense of calm that comes over them when Biz gets the ball in her hands and she just kind of resets the offense.
Right.
Great closeout from Sammy Lard, forcing an errant shot from the Indians, and coming right back down with number 3 Chloe Carpenter pushing the fast break.
And a good decision by Carpenter to pull it out. She didn't have an advantage. She
realized the numbers were not in her favor. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Got number 10, Mary Breitbach, checking in for number 3, Chloe Carpenter. Nice inbound from Jillian Sander to Sammy Lard. Unfortunately, wasn't able to convert on the shot. But Biz Daly with a nice steal, a strong move to the basket, was able to draw the foul, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2 shots. That foul was on number 30, Kiara Johnson.
Yeah, the initial move by Lard was a nice, strong move and just better defense at that time, but that's what you want Lard to do. You want her to take the ball and think aggressively with it, and hopefully as she progresses, that'll be a move she can perfect and make that shot.
Daly wasn't able to convert on either of her free throws.
Brimfield probably looking for the last shot here.
Strong move from number 2. A great closeout from 3 of the Irish defenders.
That was excellent defense.
Just great defense all around.
Ellie Bear there, made a nice stop, and everybody else was in a help position. Excellent play all around.
Looked fantastic, and that'll bring us to halftime with Notre Dame Irish leading 27-13 over the Brimfield Indians. Mike, your thoughts on the first half of play?
It's kind of what I thought it would be. It's I just love seeing both teams playing man-to-man defense. I'm just a real proponent of that at the underclass level. Learn how to play the game the right way. They're both teams are trying to do things the right way. I just think right now that Notre Dame just had a little bit of an advantage. Maya Wardle is an awfully talented guard, particularly at this level, and she's able to control things on offense when she's got the ball to make it a little easier for the Notre Dame kids to score baskets than for the Brimfield kids. But both teams are trying to do the right thing. They're both playing hard on defense, playing together on defense, and I think both coaches have to be happy with that. There's obviously some things you want to clean up on both sides. But overall, I think just looking at the basic things of the game that you're looking for, you got to be pleased with where they are at this point.
We'll come back after a few minutes to talk to you a little bit about first half stats, and once again want to remind you to stick with us this evening as we will welcome the varsity teams from Brimfield girls who will be playing next, and then again later this evening welcoming the Panthers of Washington and the Notre Dame varsity boys. So stick around. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Don't let your bones, muscles, or joints slow you down. At Midwest Orthopedic Center, we're experts at helping people of all ages relieve pain and restore function so you can get the most out of life. Midwest Orthopedic Center, proud to be the viewer's choice.
almost went.
And she
Irish are scanning the floor. Beautiful look over to Mary Breitbach. And again, so she looked. Welcome back, folks, to the second half of today's junior varsity girls game here at the kitchen at Peoria Notre Dame. Mike, some thoughts again on the first half?
Yeah, again, it was probably dictated more by Notre Dame, good pressure, man-to-man defense, and obviously the outside shooting of Mary Breitbach when it was, I believe it was 14-8, and it looked like it was going to be a pretty tight contest. And then Maya found Mary a few times and knocked down some shots. Matter of fact, just looking at the stats at halftime for Brimfield, leading the way with 4 points each, we got Jacqueline Fabry and Kiera Johnson. Sienna Meyer has 3, and Olivia Kappas has 2.
And then on the Notre Dame side, if my numbers are correct, Maya and Mary Breitbach both have chipped in 11 points. But don't quote me exactly on that until we get the official scorekeeper. Irish come out firing right away with Mary Breitbach again picking up where she left off in the first half with a nice jump shot for 2.
Shooting the ball with a lot of confidence, and again, finish up the scoring. I think Sammy Lard had 3, Biz Daly had 4, and just a really good team effort. Even the kids that aren't scoring are doing things that are helping the team win. And but when Mary shoots the ball like she's shooting the ball tonight, it makes offense a lot easier. You always look good when you're making shots. Again, Ellie got caught behind. You don't want a girl to cross your face.
Great box out there by number 34, Biz Daly, creating quite a bit of space in the middle with their hustle. Forced jump ball gives the ball over to the Indians. But Biz is working underneath today.
She's constantly moving. You know, we've talked about this in previous games. She just has a real nose for the ball. She finds it, she gets after it, and a lot more confident than she was just a year ago.
Strong defense from Hanley. Ball crosses over, and again Hanley with a nice steal, forces it up to Lard. Layup didn't drop for Lard, but they keep possession on a tip ball.
Yeah, and Elizabeth Hanley just where she's supposed to be on defense on help side, and yeah, it was an errant pass, but if she's not where she's supposed to be, who knows who picks that ball up?
Absolutely. Nice look from Daly underneath to Breitbach for another quick 2.
And, you know, just a little thing, but just in that out-of-bounds play, just to see Elizabeth Daly jump up and go get the ball. She didn't wait for it to come to her. She went and she got it with 2 hands and came down strong. Those are just little things that lead to a basket.
That was a good look from Johnson into the middle, but unfortunately was tipped by the Irish. But fantastic hustle in the lane from Wewell. Forced another jump ball, yet it's Notre Dame's possession, and fortunately her hustle there, Wewell's hustle there was fantastic. It just didn't turn into the turnover she was hoping for.
Right, but Brimfield is, you know, you said it before, they're going to play hard. They're going to play hard all the way through. They're going to do things the right way and trying to find the pieces that are going to be able to put together for a varsity team down the road for them. Again, good ball movement. Keep moving, move the ball. Look for a gap in the defense. You see they try to reverse the floor.
Right, exhibiting a ton of patience right now, realizing they don't have to score. They can use this time. You could tell Daly wanted to do something with it, but again, checked it off and was patient. There was a whistle there. I didn't pick it up here in our headset, but was a fall on number 15, CJ Troxel. I believe that's her second. Team's first for the half. I tell you, Biz Daly went sky high for it. Unfortunately, she couldn't find the earth on her way back down and traveled with the ball when she landed.
But again, when they're trying to do the right thing as a coach, you're saying that's okay, especially at this level.
Yeah, absolutely.
And good movement by Brimfield. Looks like Maya Wardle is done playing for the for the evening on the JV
Yeah,
game. So this would be.
I don't see her on the court. I don't
yeah.
see her on the bench. I believe they're getting her arrested for the next game. Fantastic defense from Ellie Bear there, forcing the turnover by Brimfield. Once again, returning the ball to Irish hands.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when Bear's in the game, you're not going to lose a lot defensively. She's gonna pressure the ball. She's all over you. I've said this before in previous games. I wouldn't want her guarding me because she's just, I think her dad said it. She's a pest, and that's in the best way.
And mind you, in saying that, he was referring to how she plays basketball.
That's right.
Now that was a fantastic move down the lane from Ellie Bear. Drawing the foul on number 30, Kira Johnson, I believe her team second this half. Great move through the lane from Bear.
It was. She plays hard. She's going to play with intensity. She's smart, and she'll just continue to get better and better. That part of her game will come. The shooting part, just spending time in the gym.
Nice closeout from Daly. Great look in the lane. Unfortunately, the shot didn't fall for Troxel, but a great look, great attempt at finishing there for the Indians. Nice look and nice jump shot for Lard. Unfortunately, it didn't fall. And a nice rebound for number 4, Olivia Kappas. She patiently takes the ball up. Number 22, Meyer just couldn't keep control of it. Another turnover coming back the other way. Kappas thought better of going after Lard there underneath the hoop and pulled it out and decided to set up the offense. Kappas with the ball, free throw line extended, swings it over to number 2, Vaughn.
Again, you look for the way Breitbach stepped into just showing that help, just made her pick that dribble up.
Kappas with a good look inside to Troxel. Troxel couldn't finish. Great rebound and box out and rebound from number 21, Sammy Lard.
I think Sammy's going to get a lot of rebounds during her high school career.
She certainly is working for it. And number 34, Biz Daly with a great look and shots, giving the Irish another 2. And that'll be our media timeout for the third period here, giving the Irish a 20-point lead at 33-13.
And, we talked about it in the first half. Just looking at the replay here, Breitbach, nice little pull up. Excellent pass there by Daly. And we did talk about in the first half a shot that Biz took from about the same spot where she just made that last shot. We said that's a very good shot for her to take. Coaches are happy with it, and that's just a shot she's got to take. You got to make that shot. She's got to be able to face up and make that shot. She's got a nice touch. So nice to see her get one go down. Hopefully give her a little bit of confidence, and she'll be a little more assertive every time she gets the ball looking at the basket. People have to respect that shot. She may be able to put the ball down and beat them to the basket.
The Irish continue to take advantage of their dribble penetration, drawing the help, kicking the ball back out, and as long as these shots are dropping, you might as well take advantage of that and let your teammates shoot. That's
right. That's exactly right. The basketball is so much of a game now of 3-point shooting and the outside shot, and that's kind of the it's a game where you don't really have. You have a primary ball handler. You might have a point guard, but there's, it's not the traditional. You have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. You're playing all spots on the floor, and you got to be able to face a basket and shoot it. And you got to be able to put the ball down and handle it a little bit. And we're seeing that from a lot of these young kids, really on both teams.
Right.
Notre Dame just happens to be shooting the ball a little bit better tonight than Brimfield.
Yes, absolutely. And I will say defensively, their intensity is a notch higher. There's not a pass contested, and we saw certainly early on a lot of high pressure.
Yes.
And I think that was a game changer early on, certainly set the tone in the Irish favor. And it's certainly playing out here. We're just under halfway through the third quarter. Irish 33, Brimfield 13. On the floor for the Irish right now, we have Bear, we have Breitbach, we have Sander, we have I think and we have, I'm sorry, we have Lard, and then we have Hanley.
Wouldn't surprise me if Elizabeth Daly's not done for the night for this game, since she'll get a lot of minutes in the varsity game as well.
Right. Great move. Fantastic strong move to the hoop for number 21, Jacqueline Fabry. Drawing the foul.
Again, we said it before, but Fabry's a nice-looking player. She does a lot of nice things for him, and good frame, and takes the ball to the basket very aggressively.
That foul was on number 11, Ellie Bear. That will be her first. Team's, I believe, first of the half. Fabry missed the first of her 2 shots here. Nice rebound by Lard. Irish continue to push the ball. Oh, good look underneath from Breitbach.
Very nice move by
Sander.
Sander. Probably should have gone up with that shot. Just not quite comfortable with that yet. But
still building that confidence early here in the season.
Oh, that brought a laugh from both players.
Nice look from Lard to Bear. Shot was just slightly off, and right back to Notre Dame defense.
Excellent move.
Strong move from number 21, Jacqueline Fabry. Kylie Vaughn attacking the hoop, was able to keep control of the ball, but unfortunately lost it out of bounds. It was tipped by the Irish, and Brimfield will keep control of the ball.
Yeah, Vaughn made a nice play. They get the offensive rebound, and instead of forcing things, she brings the ball out, and then she makes a nice attacking move to the basket.
Little scrum for the ball on the floor there, and jump ball was called. It appears Brimfield will keep control of the ball. Checking in for the Irish, number 3, Chloe Carpenter, and number 24, Sydney Wharton.
Daly is returning.
And Daly checked in right there towards the end.
She may play a little bit this quarter and probably go in the locker room at the varsity, I would guess.
A nice pass from 15 to number 30, Kiara Johnson.
Excellent block out by Elizabeth Hanley. Just
beautiful block out, got control of the rebound, attacked the court, got the ball up to Biz Daly. Ball's with Chloe Carpenter taking an assessment of the court. She attacks the lane, checks it out to Bear.
Sydney Wharton with the shot.
Nice shot
Sydney.
by Wharton. First of the day. Beautiful shot, did not hesitate.
And again, just good ball movement, and they get the ball to the open player and knock down a shot.
Nice save by 21, Jacqueline Fabry, right into the hands of Notre Dame. Fabry turns around and picks up her second foul of the day.
Ellie Bear does a nice job getting the ball and pushing it down the floor. She's looking ahead.
Number 3, Tyler Wewell checks in for Brimfield.
And again, there's a unit on the floor for Notre Dame. I don't know how much these kids have all played together, so this is really good for them to get this work in.
Have this time to be able to do this
That's
and,
right.
and work out some of these kinks is important.
That's right.
Strong screen from 21.
They got to learn how to
Fabry.
communicate on that one.
Yeah. You got to call those out to each other. Nice rebound for number 5, Hessing, and put back for 2.
Yeah, when you're guarding the ball and you know there's going to be some ball screens, one, you're relying on your teammate to tell you there's a screen coming, and second, you just got to kind of put your head on a swivel, and you got to be looking around to see where somebody is, just in anticipation of that.
Morton with a nice move, tacking over with the crossover, attack the lane, and it appears number 21, Jacqueline Fabry, may have been popped in the nose and checked herself out right away.
She's got maybe a nosebleed, I'm not sure, but
she was moving quickly out.
Don't let your bones, muscles, or joints slow you down. At Midwest Orthopedic Center, we're experts at helping people of all ages relieve pain and restore function so you can get the most out of life. Midwest Orthopedic Center, proud to be the viewer's choice.
Midwest Orthopedic Center. When you experience injury or illness affecting your bones, muscles, or joints, you need the expert care of an orthopedic specialist. You need Midwest Orthopedic Center. We are the only medical practice in Central Illinois with board-certified experts in every orthopedic subspecialty, including back and neck surgery. Plus, they offer advanced treatment options and convenient on-site services like digital x-ray and comprehensive therapy and rehabilitation. Midwest Orthopedic Center is conveniently located in Peoria and Pekin. Our Peoria facility is home to Midwest Ortho First, the area's only walk-in clinic for same-day treatment of concussion and orthopedic injuries. Midwest Orthopedic Center, comprehensive, progressive, caring. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just under 30 seconds left here in the third quarter with Notre Dame leading 35-15 over Brimfield. It will be Irish ball under their own basket. On the floor, we have Hanley, Daly, Carpenter, Wharton, and Bear. Long shot.
Good job for Hanley following her miss.
I did not see the call, but
I think the ball went up on the top of the board and hit something. So they ran the play the way they wanted it. They got to Elizabeth Hanley. The shot in the corner just didn't fall.
On the court for Brimfield, we do have Vaughn, Kappas, Meyer, Wewell, and finishing out the quarter, also number 22, Sienna Meyer, was on the floor for Brimfield. At the end of that quarter, the Irish do hold a commanding lead, 35 points over the Brimfield Indians at 15. Going into this fourth quarter, Mike, what is the game plan as a coach?
I think at this level, you're just putting kids in different spots. You're looking at different lineups. You're looking at different combinations. But you're really just seeing what kids can perform, what they're doing, and you're just continually coaching. Again, what you're trying to do at this level is you are preparing these kids for varsity play is what you're doing. The score's fine. You know, if it wasn't important, they wouldn't have a scoreboard and put it up there. So, you know, people are, do want to know what the score of the game is. But more importantly, at this level, you want to see what kids are able to maintain, do things they're supposed to be doing, playing the game the right way. And, you know, when you don't have a lot of kids in a program, and both Brimfield and Notre Dame are smaller enrollments, not a lot of kids, you know, I think every time you're out here playing in a JV game or Frost South game, whatever you want to call it, you are maybe trying to prove yourself to the head coach that, hey, maybe I belong up with that varsity team. And, you know, we got two undefeated varsity teams, you know, that you'd like to be a part of. So I think you're trying to earn some time here.
Starting the fourth quarter for Brimfield, we have Vaughn, Wewell, Kappas, Meyer, and Johnson. For the Irish, we have Bear, Hanley, Daly, Carpenter, and Sydney Wharton.
Yeah, it's good to see him running the offense the way it's supposed to be run. Just very simple rules involved here. I was just going to say I'd like to see Chloe Carpenter on that. She gets the ball coming off that pick to pull up, knock down a shot, and she did. Unfortunately, it was waved off.
He called Liz Daly for
illegal screen?
Illegal screen or some type of player control there. I did not see it. I saw a very good post-up move there. And not my job to disagree with the referees. I'm just telling you that I unfortunately did not see what had happened there. But I will certainly have a conversation with him in between games just to get some enlightenment. The Indians traveled there, turning the ball back over to the Irish. We're at 7.5 left here in the fourth.
It was just really nice seeing this group of Irish running the offense exactly the way they're supposed to.
And again, exercising patience, as you mentioned, running the offense.
And that's just a nice shot for Biz Daly to take right there.
And Elizabeth Hanley again with another strong offensive rebound. She's been rebounding the ball well today and looking to attack the hoop and drawing a foul. They called it on the ground. Unfortunately, she won't be rewarded with the free throws for the strong rebound. Hanley's playing a strong game. Not necessarily, you won't see it necessarily in the scorebook with a ton of points, but all the incidentals
like right there
that she's doing today, she is certainly making a difference in today's game.
And she's one of those that she's interested in winning. She's not interested in any personal stats. She's going to win, but her stats are going to be there because she's going to get loose balls. She's going to get rebounds. Coaches notice those things.
Strong move by Daly through the hoop. Just unfortunately couldn't get the shot to fall. Brimfield back in transition. Nice pass from number 22 underneath the basket. Tough time trying to get the ball to fall here in the fourth quarter for both teams. Long three ball for number 4, Olivia Kappas. Shot fell short.
Yeah, I think they caught Ellie Bear coming from behind over somebody. Just, again, an aggressive play. You're not gonna get too upset with a kid that's making an aggressive play like that.
No, if they're playing strong defense, if they're attacking on the rebound, you want to reward that aggression rather than watching them watch the game. You want
you don't want to take it away.
Participant.
I agree. Nice move, nice shot.
Nice shot from number 15, CJ Troxel. We've seen that a couple times today, and again, I think at this level of play, it's more common than I think you would ever see at the varsity level. But the indecisiveness on a pass gets you to drag that trailing foot, and unfortunately, you pick up a travel call.
Well, the ball handler's looking to make a pass, and the recipient of the pass is looking to come up to set a ball screen, and that miscommunication almost took off her head a few plays earlier. Now it led to a travel.
Absolutely. And again, mixing it up underneath and fighting for that ball. Sammy Lard forcing a jump ball. Unfortunately, the ball stays with the Indians. At that last dead ball, number 13, Jillian Sander, checked it back in for Notre Dame.
Got a little mismatch inside. Brimfield looking to take advantage of it.
Great defense from Sydney Wharton underneath.
She stayed her ground, and that's what you need to do. Good play
Wharton
by
again.
Sydney.
Read that from the moment the girl checked to her right.
Not sure if that was intended to be a pass, but it was.
It
worked.
But it got the Hanley's hands.
It worked. Yeah, excellent play by Sydney. She looks like she got.
Looks like she got her bell rung a little bit.
Yeah, she did. You can just tell that Sydney a little more confidence every time she's on the floor. Now I'm seeing a little more confidence in her game, and that's nice to see.
Number 2, Kylie Vaughn, checked back in for Brimfield. Again, with 5 minutes left here in the fourth, the Irish moving the ball around. Hits the ball over to
Sydney
Wharton. Another long shot. Drops for her. She's got 4 for the game. Strong move through the lane and a nice block from Lard, number 15. CJ Troxel with a great move, but Lard up and ready for that block. Number 30, Kiera Johnson, read that rebound perfectly off the rim, got a nice board and attacked the hoop and was able to draw the foul on Sammy Lard, putting her to the line for 2 shots. Second of 2 free throws is good for Johnson.
Looks like the officials' timeout here, our media timeout.
And we've got about 4.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame with a strong 19-point lead, 37-18.
And it's nice to see the Irish with some of their starters out of the game and still doing things the right way, and the lead is maintained. They've Sidney Wharton's come in, made a couple shots for them. The defense has still continued to be solid, and they're just all trying to do the right thing, and that's what's important right now. Is sometimes you might think that some of your so-called dominant players maybe take over and they're not in the game. You're not quite sure what to do. Well, they really haven't missed a beat tonight. Ellie Bear has run the offense well. Sammy Lard's come in and a lot of rebounds, and they're just all kind of like I said before. There's not a whole lot of gap between who you consider to be your starting five and your next five. They just all seem to come in and know what they're supposed to do, and they do it well.
The execution is about the same.
It really is. Now, obviously, some kids are going to be a little more skilled than others, particularly at certain levels. But when you're talking about execution and doing things the right way and playing hard, that doesn't drop off one bit.
So once again, we have 4.5 left here in the fourth quarter. Coming up next, we do welcome the varsity teams from both of these schools. And that should be another fantastic game as both teams are starting off their seasons in great fashion. And then the nightcap tonight brings the Panthers from Washington Community High School, their boys varsity, to play Notre Dame's varsity team. So another great night of basketball here in the kitchen.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, all four varsity teams that are playing this evening are undefeated so far. So this is going to be a good night of basketball here. What else to do on a cold Tuesday night in Peoria? We ought to be in the gym watching basketball.
Nice look from Lard inside to Sander.
Very
nice look from Lard. Is just good look every single time, just struggling to get that ball to drop. And I don't think it's anything on her part. It's just sometimes the hoop has a lid on it.
And that's just a matter of the longer she's going to be in the gym and working on those things. Just the move she made there, the shot fake, the footwork was tremendous, just didn't go in. You just repeat that. It's just muscle memory, and before long you're making those on a regular basis. She just has a lot of things you can't teach, and that athleticism and intelligence is really, really obvious.
The Irish continue to move the ball around. Another great look from Sander inside to Lard, and I tell you, that ball is going every way but in for Sammy tonight.
Yeah, they did everything but score.
3 or 4 shot attempts from point-blank range. I think the ball touched every part of that rim and just didn't go in. Strong move from Kappas to the hoop. Again, just fell a little bit short. Bear looking to attack, pulls out. Coach is looking for the offense to get set up. A nice strong move from Hanley to the hoop. Gives the Irish a nice bucket.
And that's what Hanley, she'll do those things. She's very capable and just keeps getting better and better. Nice move. That's good defense. The defense did not. Again, a lot of kids go in and they all think they're shot blockers, and these kids are not. They're staying on the ground. They're just walling up, making it very tough.
Number 22, Sienna Meyer checks in for Brimfield. Number 4, Olivia Kappas with the ball. Kappas is always dangerous with the ball. She can attack. She can hit from the perimeter. The Irish has done a nice job pretty much the whole game. Lard was about a second too late to shut that down and just got caught a little bit on her heels, picked up another foul there for her, putting 22 Sienna Meyer at the line for another couple of free throws. First free throw is good for Meyer. Number 3, Taylor Weeble checks back in for Brimfield.
The ball took a funny extra bounce
took a
on the
funny
rim.
bounce, and a great move by Ellie Bear to sneak
Yes.
in and read that second bounce.
Yeah, our other kids did not give up on that,
No.
and they stuck with it. And that's a very nice play. Again, they continue to do what they're supposed to do on offense.
Jump ball call. Possession towards Brimfield.
And again, you see Sammy taking the ball and trying to sweep it through the right way. The Brimfield girl made a nice play on defense, getting a hand on that ball, which kind of disrupted things. But again, that's what you're looking for. Try to sweep it through, work on your footwork, and be able to make a move, attack in the basket.
Shots are falling just a little bit short here in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. I think both of these benches are a little short,
Yeah.
and I think fatigue is playing a factor at this point.
Yeah, you look at each bench right now, and there's one reserve. Kids are dressed for the varsity, and the kids that are on the floor now are going to be playing. So it is a little tiring, and that mask makes it even a little more difficult. Another good pass.
If you can hear Notre Dame's coach, he's calling for them to move that ball, exercising the patience that they've shown the whole game.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't mention that, but we should. Shamar Hill is our first year as a JV coach here, and he's just got a great demeanor on the sideline. He carries himself very well, and he's positive, and has done a nice job with these kids.
Absolutely. So we're under a minute here. Irish have a commanding lead at 39-19. Nice look inside to number 3, Taylor Weewell, who puts it in for 2.
And as we wind down here, I think both coaches are going to find a lot of positives out of this game. And you always, as a coach, you kind of tend to dwell on the negatives a lot because you want to improve those things and fix those things. But I think they're going to find a lot of positive things out of this game tonight.
I couldn't agree more. Again, Coach Hill just calling for the girls to work it around. Nice opening for Ellie Bear to attack the hoop, and she did that exact thing. Got a nice layup to finish the game. And that'll do it, folks, here for the JV girls game. Notre Dame 41, Brimfield 21. Mike, some initial thoughts on the end of the game here?
It's nice to see both teams playing hard, trying to stick with what they're supposed to be doing. Just execution a little bit better on the part of the Irish. Again, it helps when starting the game when you've got even though she's a freshman, I'm going to say she's a veteran, seasoned player who's played a lot of basketball. Maya Wardle, kind of making that little bit of a difference here. But again, you make some shots, and you always look better when you make shots. And when we made some shots in the first half, the game went from a 6-point game to about a 20-point game because we knocked some shots down. And but I like the fact that both teams just continued to do what they were supposed to do the entire night. Played hard, played together. And again, the coaches will take the positives along with the negatives and build from here.
Brimfield is certainly not short of talent.
No.
They certainly have all the ingredients to be a successful program. Certainly at the younger levels, and we know they are at the varsity level. I think they just unfortunately didn't have the shots dropped today, and a very strong Notre Dame defense met them basically at every turn today.
That's right. And when you're a smaller school like Brimfield is, and you're a 1A school, which I believe they are, there's just X number of players that you have. So what you basically have to do in your program is you have to say our top whatever kids, that's our varsity kids, and if they happen to be freshmen, sophomore, there may be some freshmen, sophomores playing with the varsity that aren't playing at the JV level. So they're just trying to get some extra pieces together here. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think both coaches, you can just tell these are I think the future looks good for both these programs.
Well, once again, coming up next, we welcome the varsity teams from Brimfield and Notre Dame. And then this evening's nightcap, of course, is the Washington Panthers and again, the Notre Dame boys. For Mike Plunkett, I am Jim Lynch. We're going to sign off here for a little bit before we bring you the next two games. It's been a pleasure being with you for our little intermission. We'll see you in a short bit.
You bet.